Hello guys, how are you? Hopefully people are good. So today we'll discuss about interstate water disputes. Okay. So welcome to Canada classes and let's start the video. So first we'll talk about disputes. Okay. So what are the disputes we'll talk about here? Presently what are the existing disputes? Okay. So first one is Ravi B and Bees. These are the two rivers which are coming from Himalayas. Okay, so you can say that these are perennial rivers. So throughout the year you can find waters there. So that's why the states are fighting Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. Okay, Ravi bees here you can find bees. Okay, here you can find Ravi. So see Haryana, here it is Rajasthan, then Punjab, Haryana, you can find there. Okay, so these are the areas where disputes are there. Then second we will talk about Narmada. Okay, the Narmada is disputed among Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. Here Rajasthan is there. Okay, then MP somewhere you can find here. Then Maharashtra somewhere find you can here. Then Gujarat. Okay, Gujarat. That means this is the area. Let me change the color. Okay, this is the area for Narmada. Okay, and here this is the area for Ravi and Bees. Okay, now I think I shouldn't use this highlighter. This ball pen will be okay. Then coming Krishna River is being distributed. Disputed among Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. Okay, here it is Krishna River. Okay, here I have told you it is Narmada. Okay, Narmada River. Krishna River. Here you can find Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra is here. Okay, it's going to Maharashtra. Then Karnataka somewhere find here. Okay, so this is the area for Krishna. Then Godavari is among Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and MP. Here is Godavari. Here it is Godavari. So this is the area. Okay, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. I think you can take the common that for every river, Maharashtra is the common point, and Andhra Pradesh is for Krishna and Godavari. But for Maharashtra, Narmada, Krishna, and Godavari, for three of them, Maharashtra is the common point. Okay, and I think Karnataka for Godavari and Krishna, huh? For Godavari, I told you here, different space, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and this Periyar River. Periyar is between Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Kerala you can find here. Tamil Nadu you can find here. Okay, here it is. I think here you can find this. This is Kaveri. For this Kaveri, we'll talk about this Kaveri management schemes also. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So first we'll discuss about the law. See, Article 262 of our Constitution gives Parliament a right that they can create any law. A law that can resolve the water dispute among, in interstates. Okay, and Article 262 gives them right that no court, even Supreme Court, cannot interfere in that law. That means Supreme Court doesn't have any power to review that law. Whatever the law is passed in Parliament, that should be the final. No state can go to Supreme Court for the rights regarding any law created under this article. Okay. So under this article 262. Okay. River Boards Act 1956 was also created. Okay. Then this Interstate River Water Disputes Act 1956. So both the acts were created in 1956, IRWD and RB. Okay. Sorry. Now resolve disputes differently. Okay. So first thing is proposed law. What are the proposed laws we'll talk about? So first level to resolve these disputes or try to resolve it without tribunal. We should try to, I mean, we don't try to take these interstate quarrels or interstate disputes to tribunals. We should try to solve it within us. That would be better in an amicable way. Okay. Then set up disputes resolution committees. Dispute resolution committee DRCs we'll talk about in detail. See, this if whatever the matter is not solved by dispute resolution committee, that matter will be referred to tribunal. Okay. Members of the DRC will be taken from relevant fields. Okay, that means they should have particular experience in particular field which is relevant to this interstate water disputes, and they should have a particular years of experience which will be helpful for the committee to resolve the issues. Okay. Then time limit shouldn't exceed 18 months. Yes, see, you can find a lot of disputes which are pending since last 33 years. I mean, more than 30 years. Here you can even find for Ravi and Beach River it is 33 years till now. Then for Krishna 15 years, Vansadhara 9 years, Mahanadi 8, Mahadai 8 years, then Mahanadi 1 year. So these are time should be time specification should be there. Okay. Second level to be referred to the tribunal if dispute remains unresolved. Yes, if DRC doesn't able to resolve any issue, then that should refer to tribunal. There will be single tribunal with multiple benches. Yes, one tribunal should benched multiple times to solve a single issue, because I don't think that whatever the in fact you guys also don't think that whatever the issues are pending since last 30 years, that single uh, uh, what do you call it issue cannot be solved in a single bench. Okay, so you need to discuss repeatedly. You need to have a long discussion. You need to have a long meetings to resolve those issues without parliament interference. So that tribunal has to be benched again, again and again. Okay. Tribunal will consist of chairperson, yes, vice chairperson, yes, and maximum 6 members. Okay. Chairperson will assign dispute to a bench. Okay, chairperson, vice chairperson, and maximum 6 members will be selected on a recommendation of a selection committee. Yes, selection committee should be there to create to select the committee members of tribunal. Okay, selection committee is there. Selection committee consists of PM or his or nominee, CJA of his or nominee, Union of Law Minister, and Union of Jal Shakti Minister. See, selection committee is consisting of 4 members. Let me tell you. One is PM, okay. Then CJA, Chief Justice of India. Then Union Law Minister. Then Minister of Union Jal Shakti. Okay. Sorry. So time limit. See, time limit should maximum 4.5 years. Maximum 4.5 years time limit should be there, and this is I think much they have given a lot of time. Here in first level it was 18 months, and in second level it was 4.5 year months. Huh? Decision of the bench will be final and binding on the states concerned. Okay. Present law. A separate tribunal has to be established for each interstate river water dispute. See, yes, that should be correct because tribunal has to be benched again and again. So a separate for each dispute, a separate tribunal should be there. There is no time limit for adjudication by tribunal. Okay, no upper age limit for chairperson or member. States can move Supreme Court if not accept the hours of tribunal. See, I have told you that under Article 262, states cannot file case against any law passed by Parliament regarding this interstate water disputes. But still, states can also apply their queries, apply their issues to courts, and for that, I think these problems, these disputes are not yet resolved. Okay, then here you can find for I think I would have already discussed. Bansadhara is 9 years, Krishna is 15 years pending, Ravi and Base is 33 years, Mahadai is 8 years, Mahanadi 1 year. I think Mahanadi, Odisha and Chhattisgarh it is resolved. Let me tell you. Now we'll discuss about Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill 2019. This is much more important, so please listen to it carefully because this is what is going to be asked in APSC, either prelims or in mains or in interview stage too. They can ask you. See, the Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill 2019, okay, was introduced in Lok Sabha on July 25th, 2019, okay, by the Minister of Jal Shakti, Mr. Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. It amends the Interstate River Water Disputes Act 1956. See, before that also, I think 2017 they have got amendment for this Interstate River Water Disputes Act 1956, and that amendment is overseen by this amendment. The Act provides for the adjudication of disputes relating to water of interstate rivers and river valleys. Under the Act, a state government may request the central government to refer an interstate river dispute to a tribunal for adjudication. If the central government is of the opinion that dispute cannot be settled through negotiations, it is required to set up a water dispute tribunal for adjudication of the dispute within a year of receiving such complaint. The Bill 6 replaces this mechanism. Okay, so under this law, what has happened that if for any river among states or in between two states there is dispute, then they can ask the central government to create a tribunal. Okay, and that tribunal should be created within 1 year of complaint. Okay, and they should try to resolve it, but the point is they should try to resolve it amicably among themselves. After that they should I mean go to central government for the resolution purpose. Now dispute resolution committee, I have already told you, DRC. Okay, so what this dispute resolution committee will do, they will try to resolve the issues among them. Okay, if that DRC is not able to resolve the issue, then they will refer you to tribunal. Okay, see, under the bill, when a state puts in request regarding any water dispute, the central government will set up a dispute resolution committee to resolve the dispute amicably. Okay, the DRC will comprise a chairperson, experts with at least 15 years of experience in relevant sectors to be nominated by the central government. It will also comprise one member from each state at joint secretary level. Okay, uh, who are party to the dispute to be nominated by the concerned state government. Okay, so DRC is consisting of basically three members. One member will be the chairperson, who will be nominated by central government, and he or she should have at least 15 years of experience, and two other persons from the states at joint secretary level. uh, those members should be selected from those states who are in disputes. Okay, so they shouldn't feel that they are not involved in the dispute resolution committee. So that consists of DRC. The DRC will seek to resolve the dispute through negotiations with 1 year extendable by 6 months, that is 18 months. I have already told you 18 months should be the time limit for DRC, and submit its report to the central government. If dispute cannot be settled by the DRC, the central government will refer it to the Interstate River Water Disputes Tribunal. Such referral must be made within 3 months of the receipt of the report from DRC. Okay, so DRC will try to resolve the issue within 18 months. 1 year is time limit, and 6 months is extendable. If DRC would not be able to resolve the issue, then they will refer to Tribunal, Interstate Water Dispute Regional. Sorry, Interstate Water Disputes Tribunal, and that tribunal, okay, should be created within 3 months from the report received from DRC. Okay, so that tribunal for separate issues will have to create separate tribunal, and that tribunal has to be created within 3 months after getting the report from DRC. Okay, now we'll talk about the tribunal. The central government will set up an interstate river water disputes tribunal for the adjudication of water disputes. The tribunal can have multiple benches. All existing tribunals will be dissolved, and the water disputes pending adjudication before such existing tribunal will be transferred to the new tribunal. Okay, so tribunal which will be created for this issue will have to take care of all the existing tribunals. Okay, that means all the existing tribunal issues will be transferred to the new tribunal. That means whatever the issues are pending since last 33 years for any, for let's for example, Ravi and Bees. Okay, it is pending since last 33 years, so it's not like that this is the first time they are going to create that tribunal. It was already created several times, and from those tribunals outputs will also transfer to this new tribunal, and this new tribunal will try to resolve the issue. Okay, and this tribunal will take care of all the past issues, will take care of all the past outputs along with its new output. I mean, the new output should be come out from the base of past outputs. Okay, then composition of the tribunal. The tribunal will consist of chairperson, vice chairperson, 3 judicial members, and 3 expert members. Okay, that means total should be 6 members. Okay, I think here you can find it. Its total is 8 members. Okay, chairperson, vice chairperson, 3 judicial members, and 3 experts members. Here you can find it. Sorry. They will be appointed by the central government on the recommendation of the selection committee. Selection committee, I have already told you, selection committee consisting of 4 members: PM, Chief Justice of India, then Minister of Jal Shakti, then Minister of what was that minister? One second now. Then Union Law Minister. Okay, Union Law Minister, then PM, then CJI, then your Minister of Jal Shakti. That selection committee is consisted of 4 members. See, it's not like that only those PM or their subordinate. I mean, PM or any other person who is representing PM or Jal Shakti Minister or CJI can be the member of selection committee. Okay. The central government may also appoint 2 experts serving the central water engineering services. Okay, and experts. Okay, experts should be selected from central water engineering services as assessors to advise the bench in its proceedings. The assessors should not be from the state which is party to the dispute. See, whoever the assessors will be there, they shouldn't belong to the disputed states. Okay, so these are the members. Now the time frame, I think total 6 years. Let me tell you. Under the Act, the tribunal must give its decision within 3 years. Okay, 3 years they should have give, which may be extended by 2 years. Okay, total is 5 years. Now it is 5 years. 5 years plus I think 6 years. Under the bill, the proposed tribunal must give its decision on the dispute within 2 years, which may be extended by another years. Okay, so total is 6 years. Under the Act, if the matter is again referred to the tribunal by the state of for further consideration, the tribunal must submit its report to the central government within a period of 1 year. This period can be extended by the central government. The bill amends this to specify that such extension may be up to maximum of 6 months. I think 6 year and half year. Okay, that is the maximum time. We'll say 6.5 years. Sorry for my handwriting. Now, decision of the tribunal. Under the Act, the decision of the tribunal must be published by the central government in the official gazette. The decision has the same force as that of an order of the Supreme Court. The bill removes the requirement of such publication. It adds the decision of the bench of the tribunal will be final and binding on the parties involved in the dispute. The Act provided that the central government may take a scheme to give effect to the decision of the tribunal. The bill is making it mandatory for the central government to make such scheme. Okay, so whatever the decision will be finalized by the tribunal, that decision has the same power as like Supreme Court. So, like Supreme Court law, you cannot avoid or you cannot file any case against Supreme Court law. That is final, whatever. That is the apex court and that is final. So this tribunal's output is also final, and whatever the output they are giving you, that you have to accept. That should be accepted by the states. Okay. Now the data bank. Data bank is nothing that you need to manage an organization, not an organization or any department which will consist of data. Okay, like there are so many disputes. There are so many disputes of so many rivers and so many states. So those data should be with a particular department so that in any time or in any case those data can be recovered or those data can be retrieved for resolution purpose. Okay. Now we'll talk about Kaveri Water Management Scheme 2018. See why this Kaveri Water Management Scheme came to picture. That we'll talk about now. After that, we'll talk about what this management scheme is. So first and foremost thing is Karnataka plans two reservoirs at Mekedatu. Okay, Mekedatu across Kaveri. Kaveri में एक मेकेडाटू है जगह, ठीक है, for which the state has floated a global expression of interest for feasibility study and has made budgetary allocation of 25 crore. ठीक है. The reservoirs will result in impounding the flow, the catchment areas, which in turn will affect the agriculture and drinking water supply in many districts of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu's contention is that any new scheme should be taken up only with the consent of the Kaveri Management Board, which is yet to be set up by the center. So Karnataka plans two reservoirs for at Mekedatu for this Kaveri river worth rupees 25 crore. So when Karnataka has the reservoirs, so that will impact the different areas of Tamil Nadu for drinking water problems. See, Tamil Nadu is such a state. I think there will be drought as well as there will be flood, because I don't think they should have a I think rainwater harvesting plant they should have to avoid these drought problems. And flood problems is also there because I don't think that there will be any particular drainage or something like that, because I think so Tamil Nadu's particular areas will be affected due to this Mekedatu dam project. Okay. So for that, Tamil Nadu wants the central government to create a Kaveri Water Management Board, which will take care of all the development projects, which will take care of all the laws that should be created, that should be implemented uh, across Kaveri Water Reservoir. Okay. So now we'll talk about the management scheme. Kaveri Water Management Scheme. The Kaveri Water Management Authority (CWMA) meeting saw a sharp exchange of words between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu over Mekadetu Dam project. This Mekadetu Dam project is a dam every problems reason Mekadetu Dam project. Concept: Central government in exercise of the powers conferred by the Section 4 of the Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956 had constituted the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal in 1990 to adjudicate upon the water disputes regarding the interstate river Kaveri and the river valley thereof among the states of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Union Territory of Puducherry. See, Kaveri water is distributed among these Puducherry Union Territory of Puducherry, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So they have created a Kaveri water management scheme. Central government under Section 4 of the Interstate River Water Disputes Act 1956. Now, the tribunal investigated the matters referred to it and forwarded the central government to a report under subsection 2. Okay, these things you need to quote. Okay, subsection 2, then under article 4 of section 4 of Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956. See subsection 2 of section 5 of Act 2007. The party states filed special leave petitions in the Supreme Court against the said report. Supreme Court converted the said special leave petitions into civil appeals. Supreme Court pronounced its judgment and directed the central government to a frame scheme under 6A, Section 6A of the Act to implement the tribunal award as modified in exercise of the powers conferred by the Section 6A of the said Act. The central government notified the Kaveri Water Management Scheme on 2018 inter alia constituting the Kaveri Water Management Authority and the Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. Okay. So what has happened? The Kaveri Water Management Scheme was referred to a tribunal. Okay, the tribunal has investigated. Okay, then they have given a report to government. Okay, under the subsection 2 of section 5 of the Act 2017, the party states filed special leave petitions in the Supreme Court. Okay, so though they cannot go against this IRWD because it has created under Article 262, then also they have gone to Supreme Court. Okay, special leave petitions. Supreme Court converted the said special leave petitions into civil appeals. Okay. Supreme Court pronounced its judgment and directed the central government to frame a scheme under Section 6A of the Act to implement the tribunal award as modified. So, though the tribunal output cannot be modified, but Supreme Court has given a judgment by converting the special leave petitions into civil appeals, that under Section 6A, this tribunal output has to be modified. Okay. In exercise of the powers conferred by 6A of the said Act, the central government notified the Kaveri Water Management Scheme 2018. Okay. So under that, the central government has created Kaveri Water Management Scheme. Okay. For that, this board will take care of everything. The authority shall exercise such power and shall discharge such duty to do any or all things necessary, sufficient, and expedient for securing compliance and implementation of the award of the tribunal as modified by the Honorable Supreme Court. Okay, sorry. So, what the tribunal, what the Kaveri Water Management Scheme will do, will talk. Storage, apportionment, regulation and control of Kaveri waters. Okay. Supervision of, let me tick mark. Storage, apportionment, regulation and control of Kaveri waters. Supervision of operation of reservoirs with regulation of water releases from which the assistant of regulation committee. Okay. Okay, so wherever the water releases from Kaveri, that also has to be taken care by this Kaveri Water Management Scheme. Then storage of Kaveri waters, that storage, control and regulation. That in that point only, this supervision of operation of reservoirs it's included. But Still, they have released another point, regulation of water releases there from with assistant of regulation committee. Okay, because the regulation is already in here. Okay, so I don't think that this second point was necessary. Regulated release by Karnataka at the interstate contact point, presently identified as Billinguddulu gas and discharge station, located on the common border of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay. So that has to be that Meketatu Dam project and all those common borders will also be taken care by Kaveri Water Management Scheme. So with this, we have completed the slides, and I hope that you guys have liked this video, and it will be helpful for your exam perspectives of view. So that's my time, guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully, we'll meet in another video. Thank you.